Huge loading program. I never thought, but that's not an excuse. Not an excuse to not work. No. Let me see the web singing. Was I? I just barely made it on time actually. Forget I said anything about because, well, I am on time. For once. That also means that I didn't have time to clean my desk. Which makes it a bit cluttered maybe. Just a tiniest bit. Then just a kitty going like, beep, 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 beep. I need attention now. Not that he didn't got any attention already, but he's like, no, I want more attention now, please. Looking at that sound, that reminds me that I need to make another one. Well, I will do so at a later time in the near future. Once I have some time, basically. Now then, you running? You are running. Good, it means we can go back. More like rabam, and then hope that it's actually going to load, which it will. We are going to play some more Yakuza. Again, they will be, as expected, honestly, a bit of a short one again, so... excuse me. Still pretty damn hot. Sometimes I just need something nice and cool to drink, because otherwise I'm gonna get insane. I have looked this up just to make sure, and we have indeed only 5 side quests left, and 2 of those require Haruka, so our next bet is to actually get in a position where we can take care of us again. And until then, since we have nothing else to do, we will do stories. Study patch. What we're looking for is a passport for the lady. What stories? She has the pass we want. Hello there, little Kronos. See, you found your way here. Be fast again. But yeah, do keep in mind, this shall be a short one, because I do not get much free time this week any longer. Kinda played my card already, didn't I? Well, I would now like to proudly proclaim that I am actually keeping that schedule, mostly. But there have been some times when it didn't work out, to be fair, you know. But I do try at least to be somewhat on time. What? Woman? This is not fucking funny. Do you see me laughing? Well, I try. I try indeed. But especially in days like Friday, there has been somewhat of a trend of that not working that well. Well, there was that one Saturday, just recently, but it was just was too fucking hot. Actually, still is fucking hot. Unbelievable. But yeah, not happy. I'm looking for a passport. Actually, I'm looking for somebody to forge me a passport. Not if I can help it. Because I have a quest and I want to fulfill my quest, and if I can't fulfill my quest here, I'm not gonna come back. I'm not spending money for no good reason. What's that? What's that shirt? That looks fuckly as all hell. Let me guess, it's my job to go in there and help them out, eh? Okay, you're too nice a person. I would be like, meh. I have a job to do. Yes, and of course we're gonna go in there again because we're nice people. And we're like, hey, What the fuck did that guy get a sword from?
その時はたまたま彼氏と待ち合わせしてただけって言ってるでしょ。ガタガタ抜かすんじゃね
え That thing is pretty damn sharp. Good cool move. Can I hire you for my birthday party? Mostly you know, not for his tricks, I just want to play around with his sword. Nice. So you still being the 8-year-old. Kill it with fire. What a miss. Not much. I was going out, coming again because some random pissers went inside, and I went inside and they had a sword suddenly. I was like, yeah, am I going to cut a bottle? And then they got hit on the head. By two women. Not their best performance. Oh, thanks for the information. A very helpful villain, that particular one. Like, yeah, let me tell you precisely where they went. Okay, thank you. What about we're looking for a passport? Oh, basically... Is it snowing? God damn it, game. You don't know kill the fast in the game where you kill spiders. No, I do know that one. I have seen it in passing. Which is why I didn't ask, otherwise you know me. If I see something I don't recognize, I'm like, okay, what is that? Can't you answer me, please? Yeah, right about now, while it's bloody freaking hot outside, I would actually like some fucking snow. Especially light snow like this. I have no problem with that. Just don't give me more, because blech. All of those bloody idiots who can't drive for shit on the streets are even going to get worse and worse with just the tiniest bit of snow. Don't want to have that. Hey, as long as I don't need to drive. Let it snow. Yes, please. Not nice to just walk up to somebody and go like, hey you. I don't like your face, I'm gonna punch you in it now. Well, yeah, I was kind of figuring. At this point, I'm not even surprised. Usually that means Majima coming along to get get over here, I wanna tiger drop you. Come here, I wanna tiger drop you again. I do get better at this though. Ouch. Yeah, I just thought your retros could over there. Look at that, everything were these two games. Yep. They all started on the PS2 era, though to be fair, back then I actually didn't play them. I have a fucking huge library of PlayStation 2 games, but not Yakuza games for some reason. It kinda went under the radar for me. I need some heat to actually get. Okay, I don't think that's connected actually. Whip, whip. But yeah, actually, rather fun games, honestly. I was surprised when I played the, for me, first one, which was Zero. Honestly, pretty much, yeah. I can definitely vouch for them. They're pretty damn good remasters. I mean, I did, you know, not of just fun, because I do know somebody who has the Yakuza games on PlayStation 2. Went over and borrowed them. It was a bit of a pain to find them. But actually did hire up the good old PlayStation 2 to take a look and, you know, quite the improvement, let's just say. Quite the improvement indeed. No, you don't. Come on. I want to tiger drop you again. Too early. Too early. Ouch, ouch, ouch. I really need to practice this move a bit more before I can actually call that mastered, but yeah. I mean, Majima's a good target for that because he has health for days, basically. I mean, quite literally days 12. Anyway, upgraded look, but tweaked system, fixed bugs, and edited out of content, making it work. Yeah. And honestly, I think I got like together with Zero, I got Yakuza the remake 1, 2, 3, 4 and 0 at a bundle for basically nothing if you count it down per game. Stop being so bloody fucking touchy-feely. Full 30% 0 and 6 very pop. Yeah, pretty much. Honestly, if you like you do it like me, you play it in a well chronological order, starting with 0. Then when you start 1, like this, it's like, yes, I'm feeling at home immediately. Which is, to be fair, a rather positive thing. That felt a bit more, well, different on the PlayStation 2, but that's kind of what you would expect. There are many people with swords there. I think it's gonna be a problem. Do I actually need healing for that? Yeah, I still have enough healing. Hello people, I'm a friend. Meanwhile, on the other side of the continent. You would assume the police going like, wait a second, now there are like 5 dudes with fucking swords in their hands standing around, but the police is like, nah, I ain't gonna get involved with this. He was like, nah, I need you. Yep, it is indeed Kiryu-chan. Isn't he nice? He's a dragon. He has all of the abilities. Oh. At 60 for Mario 64 Sunshine Galaxy on Switch. Couldn't be positive remaster them. That sucks. Oh, that feels, comparatively speaking, like such a fucking bad deal. I mean, I will not call it a scam necessarily, but that gets close to what I would consider fucking asshole-ish. Okay, heals a bit because he will just do that. And you're probably done. Jesus, that's lazy. Especially with Mario 64. I did play Mario 64 on the, well, N64 back in the day. And was an enjoyable game. Honestly, it could probably do with a bit of a beautifying. If you want to play any Mario title, you have a moral obligation to pirate it. I mean, considering how Nintendo usually acts, it kinda feels like it, doesn't it? Yeah, Nintendo, they really are a... what was my tip? A very unique company, to put it nicely. It's really hard to put this nicely, because damn, they do some fuck up. Not the best way to treat your customers, you would assume. And it's, as far as I'm aware, only just the tip of the iceberg as far as Nintendo's crimes against humanity, also known as the fucking customer base they're supposedly serving, goes. But oh well. It's still a lot of fun, honestly, with controls. Yeah, actually, I would have bought that too. Maybe not at completely full price, and maybe, you know, with 20% off or something, because I really don't feel like buying games at full price these days. It's like The pricing system is good in a way where it is basically assumed that you will not buy it at full, but yeah, if they actually did some work, I'd also be pretty much like, yeah, sure, I'll buy your shit. Although the one thing only released it for a limited time. Oh, it's so Nintendo, isn't it? Easy about it for the wife. But yeah, I mean, it's basically fucking Nintendo.
はい、これがお望みの品よ。
Yeah,
こ
I'm
れを神明に届けてあげて。
not even going to try to defend them. There was a time where they made good games, but even back then, they were still assholeish to their
あなた
customer
のことは
base.
知ってます。
Quite literally.
風間さん、撃たれたみたいですね。
Yeah, happened.
何？
そのことと関係あるかはわかりませんが、実は5年前に風間さんから依頼があったんです。
Oh,
どういうことだ？
ある一人の人間を捏造してくれって。出生記録に住民登録、卒業証書、免許、医療記録、パスポート。公共機関にも捏造した記録を仕込んでね。記録の中でのみ実在する人物を作り上げたんです。
but why?
私が話せるのはここまでです。それじゃ私たちはこれで。
Yes. I know, and that fucking... Honestly, that fucking controller was a crime against all living beings with two hands, because that thing was clearly meant to be played for somebody who has 3 working hands. The N64 controller was a mess, and that is putting it mildly. And some games... I mean, some games handled it well. I mean, look at Zelda. Zelda handled it pretty damn well to have that sort of controller. But other games, like Mario, not so much. Oh, ho, ho, ho. Don't even ask me. I never will understand how I actually managed to play stuff like, what was it called? Star Fox and something like this, without getting, you know, breaking something in my poor little hands, because, why? Which is, to be fair, the point, one of the main reasons why, when I way back then switched over to the PlayStation, I never looked back over to Nintendo. At least not for home consoles. Handheld consoles, like the Game Boy, yes, Game Boy Advance, yes. Not even gonna think about it. That's where they really shine. But, good old-fashioned home console, yeah, no, not so much. Really not something I would like to repeat. Like, even the Dreamcast had a better controller than the fucking N64. Yes, really, I don't buy this. Yeah. I mean, with all of those also great AAA games, honestly, if I look at them, I don't see that many that I'm actually interested in. To be completely fair and honest. Hello, rich person. Nah. Stop dancing around me. Getting more XP and I can't do anything with it because I'm full. I'm quite literally full. Now let's avoid Majima. Because I fight him enough. I've never really been a fighter in a console boss. My first console boss is Sega. I mean, you know, I too started way back when, and my very first console that I played with, as in, you know, good old-fashioned Super Nintendo. Well, technically not Nintendo. Then went from there, all nice and dandy. But I mean, I stayed with Nintendo until the N64, basically. But then came the PlayStation, and once I got a taste of that, I stayed with the PlayStation for quite a while. Because, well, the PlayStation was great. And the PlayStation 2 was also pretty damn great. Then around the PlayStation 3 era, I was like, I gotta have a PC now. That was eye-opening. Very eye-opening. Good times. Bitch, please, do you want to get slapped? Because you deserve it. No, you quite literally did.
信じてください。
Just made to believe. You made a deal.
譲った相手ってのは
Simpler times, indeed.
水
Very,
野
very
さんっ
much
て
simpler.
人です。昔少しだけ
Honestly,
一緒に暮らしたことがあるん
Though,
です。
to be completely fair,
いつも
I
優
wouldn't
しく
really
して
want to go
くれ
back
る俺
to
に
consoles any longer.
桃源
They
郷
had
の
so
会
many
員
things
証
that I
を譲
really,
ったん
really
です。
hated. Like region locks. Like the difference between the PAL and the NTSC standard. Basically the different frame rates.
彼は
Other such nonsense. Ugh, that was such a
NEB という
fucking
案内所にいる
pain.
と思います。
If I want to fucking play a game from freaking Japan, I can, and I should do so. Can buy for it, I can buy the extra money to import it, and then I want to play it.
では
My console's gonna be like,
私
no,
はこれ
fuck
で
you.
ありがとう桐生さん。
That is not fair. I would want to go back to those times. Honestly, my personal opinion, as far as Nintendo nowadays goes, they should keep very limited access only to the handheld market, and that should basically be all they do. Of course, they will not listen to me. Why should they? Goddamn those bastards trying to actually milk the old golden ones for even more. Ah. Not that any of the other great companies is an angel, mind you. I mean, you know, neither Sony nor Microsoft can really be considered an angel. Either. Hello, I'm looking for someone. I'm picking on some real street. Pretty much was. Because, you know,
水野だ
the choices on PC were limited.
お前が桃
And
源郷
since
の会員証
before
を
I had my own PC, I only had access to the, well, the PC my father had, which meant I didn't really feel like playing, yes, but buying games for that, because I didn't have one. I basically only played Baldur's Gate over and over again. I think there was one submarine game, a very early one that I played with a bit. Those were the days. Most of my father didn't really was interested in it, totally just bought it because, well, you know, it's new and he wanted to look at it, but meh, never got into it.
どうしても
Because
必
at
要
least
だ
back then the games for consoles worked because they were designed for the system. Not the system of the imported. Yep. I mean, some games had some really, really nonsensical problems in graphical glitches, music glitches, map glitches. But generally speaking, when you actually, you know, put a fucking console game in a fucking console, you could, realistically speaking, play it from start to finish. Also because, you know, way back when patching your game once it was out was not really an option on the consoles because consoles didn't have any internet, so the game actually needed to be playable from start to finish. Imagine that nowadays. Bringing a game to the market that is without any patch, actually playable from start to finish without much trouble. And without much trouble, I do, you know, give them some credit for like, okay, let's say maybe 3 or 4 minor things that will hinder your progress, but that will not impede your progress completely. I can go through that. I remember when things started going on PC a bit bigger, like when Gothic came around. People always are like, well, Gothic 1 was actually not bad. No, when it came out, fresh out, without the patches, it was messy. Still a good game, but messy. Very messy. I'm not gonna pay you 500, that's $500,000 US. I'm gonna, how about 300,000? Nice. That was easier than I imagined. I also counted towards my money spent, apparently.
私と新名の出会いのきっかけとなった品です。どうぞ大切にしてください。
I will. How would I miss? Owning a massive physical library of games. Why I missed that? I still have that.
何でもないです。
I mean, it hasn't really grown since back then, but I still have a massive library of physical games. Because all of my PlayStation 1 and PlayStation 2 games are around. My chance to actually. I mean, I do have to put a part of it down into the basement because there's just not enough room, but I still have basically a whole bookshelf just full of games. Just looking at it going like, ah, good times. Although, to be fair, that does include games where I don't even have the console out for. I would actually have to go down and get the console out of its little storage and plug it in before I could play them. Yeah, nothing better than a nice little... Actually, physically, I can touch that fucking library of games. I mean, no matter how big my my Steam library gets, it's not the same. Really not the same. Run away now. Okay, on there, some weird guys following. Yeah. I seen him because I was watching, of course. This is Majima, I'm not surprised. Today they were a ton more than usual. Kinda worried for you if this keeps up, you and your girl are gonna be in big trouble. But don't even sweat it, I got a plan. Hitch a ride in the taxi in front of the park. I'll talk to the driver and everything's cool. But don't dawdle. Get in the taxi right away. I mean, if Majima invites me, who am I to say no? Hop in, boy. We'll go on a journey. Hello, Majima. This is not a trap, is it? So the trap is that we are the trap. We were the trap all along. I see now. You got him cornered, you think? When he was like, what a goddamn waste of life. It's not like he has been, you know, doing anything else but waiting for Kyo to come out of prison for 10 fucking years. They're like killer gurus, and I'm sitting here like, are you sure that's a good idea? Do you know who you're dealing with? Oh, he's actually doing Mad Dog style. Ouch. There's somebody with a gun. And I need to find that guy... Of course, it's a tough one. Ouch. Yeah, could you not do this? And she was laughing in the background, just going like, here's the fun. Hajime always has so much fun. Yeah, I also do kinda need to use more of the Dragon Style because I still need to take out a few people. Ouch. The thing is I can just get out again. Ah, Mario. Ouch! That's actually a nasty move, getting up and shooting at me. Not like he really has much of a chance. Let's do one of those so I can actually get some time to heal myself. I mean, technically speaking, the Tiger Drop is still the best move, but if you suddenly face somebody that I don't know the moves of, sure, I'm gonna catch my next 30 BP ban today. Oh, what you doing that you gonna get banned? Are you being a naughty one? Am I? Okay, that's the only move I'm really feeling not too good about. Yeah, God, imagine now, of all things. I wanna bet 100 million yen on the fact that Majima is not dead. Why? Because he's Majima. Wouldn't be surprised if he took that bullet just because, you know. He just goes away really, really heartless. Like, I'm gonna go now. Honestly, I don't think even Kiryu believes for half a second that Majima is actually down the count. He's just like, yeah, he's gonna come back again, isn't he? Yep. Let's just go away because if I wait for him, he's gonna start a fight, isn't he? Oh, then, child. Hello, child. It is I. Majima's fine. He's a zombie. Oh, yes. Also, hello there. Little crazy dread on my right side. And the little surgery member on the left side. I have impeccable timing there. And both were basically saying, it's like, yeah, it's Majima. Nobody cares about Majima, he's just gonna be Majimaing forever, basically. Yes. The two little ones, how are you on this fine evening? Feeling good? Yeah, sure, let's take the little girl into the Shangri-La. You're totally not gonna get me into prison or something? Nah. Of course not. Yeah, totally. No, then, I have a child with me now, which means, well, there's some side quest where I needed you. I'm pretty sure there were some side quests where I needed you, and, my list is not any longer ordered, which is not good. I do remember that for one I had to go somewhere. I think in one of the stores. Maybe, potentially. Maybe I will remember once I see the names. It's not that one. It's not that one. Is it this one? I think it might be Bantam. I think I remember something like this. Oh boy, relying on my own memory. That's going to be fun. Not hi, just fucking follow me. I can see that you can keep up, child. Don't you lie to me. I was like, don't run so fast, and I'm sitting here like, I can see that you can keep up. Don't even. He's okay, he needs to be stupid. Would anyone else go along with this plan? I mean, no, probably most people would be like, nah. This sounds like a bad idea, let's not. He was like, yeah, sounds good. Aha. Oh.
お前ボクシング好きなのか？
ひまわりでよくみんなで見てたよ。ジャッカルのパンチってすごいんだよ。
You haven't seen Kiryu punch yet, apparently.
彼の右は音速の右って言われてるんですよ。
Like you're sitting there like, you know, I'm a bit of a boxer myself. Also, I like kicks and throws. I do it all.
ねえ、ジャッカルさん。
Well, it gives me a bit of a nice little break before we,
握手して。
Oi, asshole. You know how you treat people. Just with the small grind. Well, I've got somebody who's going to beat the living shit out of you. For being an asshole.
おい、お前ガキに手あげるとは最低だな。
なんだお前は。このガキの親か。
Bro, let me get a beer. I mean, go ahead, you have my blessing. I'll probably stay dry for the rest of the week so I can actually enjoy it on the weekend a bit more. Which is not that far away, honestly. It's only just 2 more days.
酒に溺れた男に負ける気はしねえよ。口だけじゃなく手出したらどうだ。音速の右なんだろう。
Go for gold, make it 2 minutes. Break the world record. Basically be a German about your beer. Because I'm pretty sure the Germans won the fucking Olympics most of the times because somebody was like, hey, look, there's a cold beer after this. And suddenly they're like, Nyom. Let me try this one powerful move I have. That missed. He's a bit slow, isn't he? Ouch. Is that because he's drunk? I was kinda expecting something a bit more, how to put it mildly, challenging from a professional boxer. I do love this little move though, that Kiryu has now. It really drains their health like a bitch.
お前一体何者だ同業なのか
A boxer, a kicker, I'm basically everything.
ボクシングの経験はね
If I said making it from Arkansas, USA to wherever the fuck Germany in 5 minutes is enough to shatter records. Fair point, yes.
でも
If you manage it, you're probably faster than most
俺も
most missiles
まいだな
would be. Yeah.
そんなことないよ。ジャッカルは強いよ。
明日タイトル戦じゃないですか。そろそろ引き上げられた方が。
タイトル戦
To be fair, little strategy bomber, most customer support people are not even part of the company.
やっ
The
と手に入
higher
れた
tail
チャンスだ
promote
って
side,
のにな
they get screwed over.
なんでこんな
Of
とこ
course, they
で
don't
飲ん
have
で
the
たんだ
patience to deal with annoyed customers.
いいんだよ
Even if that is their job.
どうせ何やったって結果は変わらねえんだ
どういうこと？
さっきは悪かったなお嬢ちゃんお嬢ちゃん
Yeah,
の
it
期
was
待
not
に
sort
は
of a smack, it
応え
was
ら
more
れ
of
ないんだよ
a shove, but okay, yeah.
俺は明日負けるんだ
何
Hmm.
もしかしてお前
Which you should, because these people get enough fucking shit already.
ジャッカルさん、私信じてるよ。ジャッカルは強いって、絶対に勝つって応援してる
Didn't
か
we
ら。
just prove that he's not strong? I beat him with like 2 drop moves thingies. Like, yeah, he's very strong. Very, very strong.
ねえ、
Well, yeah. What is it?
ああ
Is that really a good question? I'm pretty sure there's some shenanigans going on here. Basically, it's the usual thing, you know? Once people reach enough popularity and that there's a contest, then people will start betting on it. And if people start betting on it, some people will want to make sure that their bet is the right one and everybody else loses. But not really that hard to figure out, honestly. Find how it goes. This is a German company annoys me. Because usually if stuff comes from your country, it's not shit. Well, I mean, you know, made in Germany has a good reputation. The problem is, most of that made in Germany is actually nowadays produced in China. Which means it is pretty shit. We should have never started getting that involved with the fucking East, but cheap and easy. Now to be fair, some stuff that comes actually from here, it gets, you know, somewhat made passable by Germans along the way, is still okay, but it is not a standard that we once held up. Even then, I wouldn't actually be surprised if they have some the servers actually sitting over in some fucking China somewhere, mainland, being run by some... I don't even know how to call that in Chinese, and I'm not going to look it up, for fuck's sake. Yeah, but well, I mean, try calling them, try being nice to them. Maybe they will help you. Well, not to be fair. I will not guarantee that at all. But yeah, horrible story, precisely what I said would be the story, because Oh, the Shimano. Actually, because it's the Shimano family, I am willing to fuck with them, honestly. That guy has been an asshole to me. But that's what they claim. You just came to take shelter from the rain, that's the best one, okay? Mahjong Parlor, where the fuck is that? Is that my map? Yeah. And maybe, just maybe, you know, their nice little stuff is based somewhere else. Who knows? I'm not going to question it. many companies, especially Germany, have made some rather interesting decisions when it comes to where to how to operate things. Oh, that little bit sweet, nice, dandy, just tiny bit more revenue, basically. Not a fan. Never was, never will be. Not my preferred method. Okay, down there. Sorry, kid. Let's hope that. And let's hope that most of the personnel is not just borrowed personnel that is sitting somewhere in China. Who knows? I've been disappointed too often, honestly. I have a very negative impression nowadays. Which means, you know, I will not trust him just out of the goodness of my heart, but I will actually assume them to be doing some shenanigans along the way. And you should be too, because, well, they do. Often. Now, it's... It is I. God, let me in. Yeah, I think it was this one, wasn't it? Yeah. Shelter from the rain, please. Nice. Well, was that supposed to impress me? Technically speaking, my company is a partner of the German government. Through our mutual connection to a company. It's not really an impressive statement. I could actually write that on my business card. Not that I ever would, because that's just embarrassing. It's like, you're trying too hard.
ジャッカルは今まで22戦21勝20慶を今じゃ日本に敵はいないですからね。鉄板の 1.5 倍ですよ。相手のマギー吉村は5回防衛していますが、全部ギリギリの判定勝ちですから、まあ勝ち目はないでしょうね。だから 10.5 倍のオッズになってます。ちなみに引き分けで防衛の場合は 5.4 倍のオッズです。
What do you want from me, little PC? My PC is telling me that... Oh, apparently something is not connected any longer. Yep. Nothing important.
まあ今のジャッカルは無敵ですからね。これでも結構倍率が高い方ですよ。それでどうしますお客さん。
ではジャッカルにかけよう。ただし。
Drops in. Are you kidding me? I just tell you that nothing's wrong.
Huh?
But now it has connected again. We just called you scum to your face. That was easy.
店ごと潰させてもらうぜ。
客かと思ったらそういうことか。ガキ連れのてめえに舐めてもらっちゃ困るな。お前ら二人とも試合前に東京湾に沈めてやるぜ。
I have some doubt about who's going to take a swim. Probably not gonna be me, honestly. No, let's practice a bit more to use my nice little killer move. Because I really love that move. It's so bloody freaking annoyingly easy to do it. Sometimes.
沢田工業です。ご用の方は発信音の後にメッセージをお願いし
They
ま
must
す。
have thought up a new type of mine. Maybe. Or maybe not. Well, that took care of that business. Guessing it's a Minotaur. Good one, little crazy rat. I like it. I shall steal it most definitively. I don't know. Just let him fight. Fairly. Fairly squarely.
さすがだね、おじさん。
Oh yeah, pretty strong. Pretty strong indeed.
楽しみだね。
pretty sure we will have things to do tomorrow. I'm pretty sure we're actually on the main quest. Okay, little Hubble guy, I know I hate to break it to you, but just watch the fucking recording or something, because, well, that's kind of how this is going to end. Yay, more experience that I can't do anything with. Like, here, take more experience. Thanks, game. Please give me money or something. Okay, before we continue, let me just check that I make sure that I actually do... Okay, where in the fuck in my list am I? Yeah, I am. Okay, there's one more quest, if I'm seeing this right, that we can do potentially. Let me take a look at the list. We have 4 left, yes. And 3 I have extra... Because I deleted the ones we already did, so these 3 last ones should be the ones that come up still, and then there's ones left. Okay. Okay, it's somewhere up there, apparently. I've written down very precisely that it is north, along the line. Pretty descriptive, actually, as far as I'm concerned. To be fair. Ba-dam, 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 ba-dam. Out of the way, peasants. Stop complaining. I can see that you keep, and also I'm very grateful that I don't have to actually lower my speed for her. So bloody hell do I hate it when I have to escort things in games. It's like, yes, please walk slowly. And she's sitting like, I don't want to walk slowly. I want to walk at a normal fucking pace. No, man. Well, found something. It doesn't look like a commercial. You see? I seem to be missing a few connections. Well, yeah, it looks like he is trying to. Why would I get involved in this horrible nonsense? Well, let's not wait for the police. They're just going to use a spatula or something to get him off the fucking street. Let's actually do something about this. Indeed, stop doing that. Yeah, maybe himself actually, you know, who knows. Can't risk your shell to get into dramatic influence. Okay, I do know that they have the answer, just fine, go ahead and jump. Now, tell me what happened, boy. I'll just sit down and have a nice talk, with a nice cold beer. Shit, we have to wait till the weekend. But I shall not drink until the weekend. Yeah, come on, speak. That's coming from Kiryu, the guy who quite literally spent 10 years in prison. For basically keeping shut, carrying it alone. Who is Mizuki?
Mizuki って誰だ?
マックスボンバーって店のナンバーワンキャバ嬢、水木ちゃんだ。
マックスボンバー?
うん。
はるか、知ってるか?
聞いたことない。
うん。
スタイルは抜群で、性格のいいそれでいて、親思いの心優しい子なんだ。あの子のためだったら、俺は何だってできる。
So, have you contacted her then? Because you're about to get her stop doing that.
そいつには連絡したのか?
水木ちゃん、今親父が心臓病で入院してるんだ。仕事が終わると病院に直行して毎日看病してる。
Sounds like a lot of bullshit.
だからお店以外では連絡しないって約束なんだ。
Now we come to the actually problematic questions. I mean, it could be like you've been played, because most definitively that guy's been played like a fiddle. But let's first go into that, what any businessman would ask at this point. So, how much did you spend?
どれだけ貢いだんだ。
カバンや洋服、宝石、あの子が欲しいと思ったものは全てだ。プレゼントしたのは全部大切に家に飾るって。わかっただろう、水木ちゃんの素晴らしさを。もうこれ以上は時間の無駄だ。飛び降りるぞ。
おい、ちょっと待て。
秋元く
うん
水木ちゃん、来てくれたんだ。ごめんね、水木ちゃん。借金返せなくなってさ、水木ちゃんに迷惑かけたくないと思って。
うん。
私を置いて死んじゃうの？秋元くんは私にとって命よりも大切な人なのよ。
Don't know if I want to believe that. Honestly, I don't know if I want to believe
水木ち
that.
ゃん。
だから死ぬなんて言わないで。そんなクリスマス迎えたくないよ。
That's really good. If you mention gifts at some point, I'm going to punch you in the face.
俺、間違ってたよ。
Well, you know, mentally.
秋元くん、
Because the game is probably not going
分かってく
to
れてありがと
allow
う。
that.
水木ちゃん、素敵だよ。
私、プレゼントは限定のダイヤモンドリングが欲しいな。
Hey,
わかった。今から買いに行こ
you're already in debt. How the
プレゼント買っ
fuck?
た後、同伴してくれる？
う。もちろんだよ。
Well, maybe he's still lucky
ど
in
う
a
やら
way.
人違いだったようだな。あるか。
Maybe he's lucky in a way that he's actually rather simple-minded. Well, maybe that makes him amongst the happiest people. I heard somebody's going to knock at his door very loudly, go like, "Hey, you owe us money," and that's a lot of it. Okay. It's called being a simp. Well, take this, dearest little children. This is educational. You have now learned without a doubt what a simp is supposed to be. That guy's not gonna get happy in the long run, but in the short run he will probably be among the happier people. It's like, hey, I get shit. Ooh. I mean, don't get me wrong, you know. Crimes of being young and dumb are not necessarily crimes, but Jesus Christ. You will learn sooner or later, one way or another, that not every person is nearly as nice and honest as you would like them to be. Well then, time to take the little girl into the establishment where I'm supposedly not be underage.
ここか。桃源郷。
Am I going to fight my way up there, or am I going to,
桃源郷の会員証をお持ちです。
Why does this guy just let me in with a child in tow?
お客様、お子様連れはちょっと。
社会見学の一環だ。多めに見てくれ。
申し訳ございませんが、他のお客様のご迷惑になりますので。
Was that really necessary?
絶対に迷惑はかけない。いいよな。
かしこまりました。
Well, I mean, he had a very thorough argument presented. Yeah.
すごく広いところだね。
So basically, if you want to take some,
ここなら
I
風
think
間
there's a
の上さ
legal
んの
age
書く前
limit on illegal
シ
activities.
ンジのやつよく考えたもんだ。
I think there's no problem here. I just, you
ど
know,
こだろ
I
う？
went inside. I presented the nice man at the counter my argument. Very, very solid argument. More solid than their statue at the very least. And,
お
well,
じさん、
all is
手
good
分
now.
けして探そうか。
いや、
No, I will not
お
fucking
前が
split
一
up.
人でうろうろしてたら、
You will stay with
客
me,
も
child.
驚いちまう。
Do you know why you will
はぐ
stay
れない
with
ように
me?
ついてこい。
Because there are things here that you're not supposed to be seeing at your age. Okay. Yes, we're going. How is this actually set up? There are... Can I just go in here? No. It would be kind of fun to just randomly barge into people and go like, bam. Oh, sorry, wrong room. I can't. Kind of saddening. Well, I guess then my way goes up. Who's to stop me? Oh. Oh, multiple rooms here. Can I just barge in? I can. Well, sorry to be noise, huh? Okay. Still pretty harmless. Actually, since I don't actually know where the lady I'm looking for is, I guess I actually do have to knock politely on every door. Which means I'm just going to go inside. Okay, top floor, that's gonna make this easier. I still really need to check every door because, you know, I come from the age of RPGs where you had to check every door for loot, but I don't think there's gonna be loot here. Probably not even going to be energy drinks here. Hello? She's in tows. I'm just the driver. Well, I mean, you know, she has certain tastes. Who am I to, you know, judge her for it? I would kind of point out that she should probably try to get a bit older before she, you know, tries to indulge her in a... I guess that's a pretty obvious sign. You're in a bloody freaking sins. You don't know half of the story. It's the age-old tradition. If there are rooms you can enter, enter the fucking rooms. Because there could be stuff in there. Also, you know. Yes, this is a field trip. She's here to learn. For the future. Yeah, we both love the woman book. You would be surprised if you come along with your child. Maybe like, how are we gonna do this? Nothing. Nope, let's ignore that half-naked man. But really, I mean, you give me the option to go through all of the fucking room, and you don't give me anything for it. It's kind of heartless game. To tell her where babies come from, just to understand it myself. Well, you see, little crazy red, if a man and a woman love each other very much, rabam, children. There's some parts in the middle, but well, I shall talk to you about it once you've reached the appropriate age and you come back. Nice to meet you. Very polite of you to just wait on the floor like that. Sounds a bit uncomfortable. Well, yeah, the one and only. Look at him. Oh yeah, kinda.
そう最後に会った時彼言ってたの自分にもしものことがあったらあなたが訪ねてくるかもしれないって
Shinji was such a genius, actually.
あの人が急に真剣な顔してね
We actually foresaw all of this. Man, that's actually a pretty good move.
しんちゃん死んじゃったんだおかしいと思っただってね、あの人急に今やってることが片付いたら
To be fair, yeah, that is a very Kiryu way of going it. Just randomly going in, asking random woman until he gets the answer he wants to hear. Are you actually allowed to smoke? Also, didn't you know? Smoking kills you. Associate. Which?
近江連合の寺田さん
近江連合そいつは 本当にシンジの知り合いなのか？
しんちゃんは信頼してた。だから私も。
場所は？
芝浦よ。不当に止めた船に連れて行くって言ってたわ。
Okay.
そうか。
それともう一つ。
ん？
しんちゃんこう言ってたわ。錦山組は100億の他に世良会長の遺言状を探して
Nope,
いる。
this is not the 70s, not the 80s, not the 90s, this is the 2000s.
遺言状
We started our little adventure with Kiryu in the 80s, well, the tail end of the 80s, and we are now in the bloody 2005s or so.
しんちゃんはそう言ってたわ。
何？
Someone must have broken their pelvis. That's an entrance to have. Nope. Tell me James Bond is the American Doctor Who has a higher body count. Yes, let's go outside. Why is Majima here? And like, where do I start? Well, that's a long conversation. Do we have? Hello, random people. I see you wanna die. Can I actually use my... Doesn't really work that well against many people. I mean, you could start there, yes, you could start that the original James Bond is very much British by British. That worked. Problem is if I actually get surrounded, I can't focus on my enemies as much. But yeah, that would be a very good start. I love this move so much. Ah, shit, there's somebody behind me. That's not very nice of you. Yeah, like a kick. You know what, I'm just gonna kick you. Get back up again. That was actually not as much as I was expecting. Come on. Now, let's see who. I don't understand why people get the confidence to be so loud about how absurdly wrong they are. That's because they believe. That's the problem. These people believe without a shred of doubt that they are, of course, right. That is why they are so bloody loud. Doesn't matter how wrong they are, they believe very much that they are right. I'm also counting on the fact that James Bond is based on the average star. Bam. Can I just go downstairs? Then why the fuck am I even bothering fighting? Honestly, it doesn't really matter what's it called, it's just a simple fact of life that when people are absolutely sure that they're right, they will be loud about it. I mean, I actually know nothing about Bond aside from watching films running at once now, but... Honestly, James Bond has lost a lot of his appeal, at least movie-wise for me, as, you know, after Sean Connery. Because that was Golden Age. Oh well. Looks fucking sexy. I mean, yes. That's not James Bond any longer. The modern movies are... I doubt even. It's not any longer James Bond. James Bond is not supposed to be a fucking action hero first and foremost. Not by a long shot. That is not how it was supposed to be. It was supposed to be actually now locked more the road of charming and sly about it. Some people do not even know what the NSA is, let alone am I. 4, 5, or 6 at best. I take note the more problematic aspects of those old films. Honestly, still, they are the best James Bond movies you will ever get. Afterwards, it's just action, 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 and that's really not the point. Never was the point. Come on, do it. I mean, don't get me wrong, we can probably agree on that part, but still I prefer those old movies every day of the week. Indeed. The very moment, you know, you make James Bond into a fucking action hero, you kinda lost the whole point of the idea of James Bond. I don't know why people thought that to be the course to go. Never understood. But oh well. Maybe because those were the James Bond I watched in the past. Hello, Majima.
探したで。真島の兄さん、あんたまだ生きていたのか。
What were you expecting?
ああ、よしよし。静かにせんか。よせ。ああ、お前べっぴんさんやないかい。どうや、俺の女にならんか。
Ah, Majima, you're playing around too much.
どうやねん。
嫌です。
Fair point.
私、他に好きな人が。ごめんなさい。
真島、やめろ。
Oh, he's kinda heartbroken.
そうか、正直な子や。それでほれ、ここ危ないで。
Yeah, let's not even talk about Sherlock Holmes or what they did to Sherlock Holmes, because, oh boy. To be fair, yeah, in that comparison, Bond actually gets the better treatment, but...
俺は正直者が好きなだけや。人の顔色伺ったりせんと。俺がそうやからな。そうかい。
True enough, actually, Majima, you are very much honest.
邪魔が入るよった。ここで蹴りつけようやないの。キルちゃんや。
Yeah, you know, Majima just wants to have fun. Really, quite literally. He's here for the fun part. He has waited 10 fucking years just to have some fun with Kiryu. If you think he's not going to make full use of his opportunity now, you don't know him very well. Come on, load yourself up, sure. I can wait. You don't. Shit, I missed the second one. I can't forget just some of the more annoying moves. Don't laugh at me, Majima. I will punch you in the face. Quite literally. I do try to read along, which kinda, you know, takes a bit of my focus away. What the fuck? Pretty sure I missed something there. And we are quite literally broken through the fucking... a toughness emperor. Oh, nice. Thanks for giving me the opportunity to actually load up. Really good at timing this, and I don't focus on it very much. Fighting Majima was crazy in Hero GP. Much harder than I realized it was. I mean, I can kinda see why they would do that. You don't. Jesus Christ, Majima. You really get fucking quick when you want to. Also, I'm stuck. God damn it. See, this is what's supposed to be happening, but I'm really not good at timing this, am I? Thanks for the medicine, though. I'll take it. Jesus, small gentleman is my next man. Goldfinger is my favorite Bond flick because it's now 50-50 split between action spy flick. Goldfinger's definitely nice one. Ah. Jesus Christ, this is hard to do two things at once. I'm really not good at the whole multitasking thing. Like, let me look to the chat so I can see what people are saying and think of something to say. And then I'm looking like, oh shit, Majima's beating the shit out of me. Phew. Phew. Did we at least, yeah, we get at least some fucking chew stuff, because otherwise that would have been a horrible walk.
近江連合の寺田って男がかくまっているらしい。近江連合だと？なんで奴らが風間を？わからんが、シンジが命がけでおやっさん預けた相手だ。信じるだけの価値はある。そうか。桐生、MIA が神宮が目立って動き始めてる。さっき本庁に呼んでお前のことを
No, Mr. Bond, I expect you to die.
おそらく神宮から
Classic.
圧力がかかったんだ。大丈夫なのか、伊達さん。逆だ。クビになってもおかしくねえのに、奴ら俺がお前とつるんでるうちはクビにできねえんだよ。
Ooh, we're smart when we're using smart moves.
芝浦に。
Do I want to? Really? I do faintly seem to remember. Actually, before I talk nonsense, because I'm not sure any longer. It's been a while since I watched the James Bond movies. I do have them on VHF though. I could. Yeah, I mean, I do remember that it was filmed in the Switzerland in some parts. That much I remember, because there's other famous parts in there, but ba-da-ba-da-ba-bam. God damn it. Why is it so hard to find this? Come on, tell me. Oh yeah, there's a job. Ba-ba-da-ba-ba-ba-da-ba-ba-ba-da-ba-ba. Ha ha ha. Blah 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 blah. Come on, tell me. Organisationen, Filme, Darsteller. Don't care. Yeah, just Sergio Gate, if I remember correctly, he was a German immigrant to the UK. Mm-hmm. Well, that tells me a lot. Just not what I wanted to. Aha. Well, indeed, he was a German that played Goldfinger. Well, to be fair, yeah, that accent is most definitively German, which is actually a nice little point that they point out, like, well, in the British version, they had an actual Brit, you know, resynchronize all of that, because why not, I suppose. What was I about to do? Yeah, I was about to, save someone, wasn't I?
想像もつかなかったな。俺はお前とは別行動で芝浦に向かう前に準備できたら
What were we just talking about this? Let's go.
芝浦に行く準備はできたのか。
As ready as I could be.
そうか。気をつけて。
But yes. The guy actually was indeed born in good old-fashioned Oberplanitz, Zwickau. Now, most people will probably not know where that is, and honestly, you don't have to. It's a non-place, basically. More surprising if you actually do know about it. Hello, people! Why is the weapons shop here? That's neat. My equipment. Just randomly shows up as like, hey, I'm selling weapons and stuff. Do you need some? I'm sitting here like, sure, take it. Can I sell something? Probably only weapons, I suppose. Fix equipment, there's nothing to fix. How about you?
Sure.
Random people who are like, you're safe now? I don't believe you. Okay. So the actor that played Goldfinger was German and didn't speak good English, so for the English version they dubbed him with Michael Collins. But in the German version of the film, it's the original actors. I know. Precisely what I just read. Myself. So I'm like, yeah. He's indeed German, born in a place you wouldn't even find on a freaking map. And as such, she, of course, speaks with a German accent. Can't really avoid that. Which means that, once again, step over him. That's kinda saddening. Well, he doesn't look too happy.
行くぞ、はるか。
No problem. Also, more details. Can I just, okay, I cannot just run around like an idiot. Like, why are you running around? Items, sir. Items are what I'm looking for. I'm always looking for items.
5代目近江連合、テーラーだと申します。近江連合がなぜ風間のおやさんを
Very good question,
さん
actually.
と同じですよ。俺も風間さんには返しきれない恩が。風間さんがお待ちです。こちらへ。
The Expect You to Die line was voted the greatest moment in a Bond film in 2013. Neat. It is a pretty damn great moment.
よく来たな、風間。
Hello.
ご無事で。
Long time no
す
see.
まなかった。苦労をかけたな。
Okay.
あの寺田って男はもともと俺と同じ元ヒットマンだ。そうだったんですか。近江連合本部長の肩書き
That
で
explains why
登場会に探りを入れて
he
もらっ
has
た。
connections.
特に錦山をな。なあカズマ、これからこの10年間に隠された全てを話す。いいな。はい。その子の母親の水木は、ユミの妹じゃない。ユミは水木なんだ。
Well,
お前た
That's
ち
a
が
nice
水着
trick.
だと思って探してた女はユミだったんだ。どういうことです？水木は5年前からユミが演じ続けた姿なんだ。
Hmm.
じゃあ、はるかの母親っていうのはユミだ。その子は正真正銘ユミの子なんだ。
弓お姉ちゃんが私のお母さん。
わさ、
Hmm.
ユミの相手、いや、はるかの父親は神宮恭平だ。
Who?
神宮、MIA の。9年前の写真だ。
Hmm. I'm ready. I'm ready.
ユミが抱きかかえているのははるか。横に写っているのが神宮だ。
Hmm.
ユミが事件のショックで記憶を失ったことは知ってるな。はい。事件の翌日、ユミは何もわからないまま病院を飛び出した。だがあの子の体は覚えていたんだよ。自分が生まれ育ったひまわりの場所をな。ひまわり。俺は連絡を受け、すぐにユミを手元に引き取ったんだ。
Hmm. So far, so
そ
good.
してあの子の記憶を戻してやろうとした。何枚もの写真を見せた。
Well, yes, not every
Durch
German
da.
in Germany
雨
was a Nazi.
雷
Unbad. Yeah, I can imagine. I can read it as. Yeah. Look,
Durch da.
remember the start of the game. It's a good start.
わからないわからないけど
Oh, we're gonna have to deal with Denishi, I suppose.
堂島組長を殺したのが本当は誰だったのかをな。そして錦山にはユミの存在を知らせず、
Oh.
彼女の
Was
世
all
話をすることに
aroused.
したんだ。
I see.
でもユミはなんで神宮なんかと。神宮は世良と深いつながりがあって、よく登場会に出入りしていた。その時偶然ユミに出会ったんだ。神宮と会長が？政界を目指す神宮は世良から裏でバックアップを受けていたんだ。神宮はユミに出会い恋をした。そして記憶を失っていたユミは心の隙間に入ってきた。
Not true. You have to actually judge the individual. Also, the most, average Durants, for example, can't really be judged for all of the nonsense that has been going on. This is why many of them actually were obviously allowed to return to normal life. Of course, some also did kinda try to do the right thing, save people, which was quite dangerous at the time, to be fair.
だが神宮のもとに総理の娘との縁談が舞い込み、その時籍を入れてなかった意味は。
If you're born in the year, when was that guy born? In the 1913th, yeah. If you're born at that time and you're like, no, I'm not gonna join the party, you're fucked.
所詮神宮が手に入れた権力は他人から与えられたものだ。だが奴はそれを守るために少しずつ変わっていった。自分の中では正当化しながら。その後、ユミとハルカは俺がまた面倒を見ていた。そしてある日、セラに神宮
Well, if you were to ask the actual Nazis of the 1930s, then every German was a Nazi, because everybody had to, play along at least, to some degree.
まずいことになった。なんだ。いいから来てくれ。人を何人かやる場所は。
But we had a whole big trial about that, and at the end, many people were allowed to go back to being normal people. And that means, on the other side, if we hadn't done it like this, there would be no Germans left.
弾みで起こった事故だと言い張ったそうだ。死体はフリーの記者で神宮のスキャンダル、ユミとハルカの件でゆすろうとしてきたらしい。セラは記者の家からメモや写真を奪い、すべて灰にした。だが神宮にとってまだこの事件は終わってなかったんだ。
これでもう問題ないんだな。 いや、もう一つ片付けなきゃならないものがある。もう二度とこんなことがないようにするためにあと二人始末してほしいんだ。お前もしかして、セラ、これは俺たちの理想のためなんだ。頼む、チング。
Well, it sounds like a horrible plan. Why is the answer always murder? Oh, yeah, right. Murder is relatively simple.
Whatやってるか分かってんですか、三代目。風間さん。これは神宮との約束なんです。女子供を犠牲にしてまで守らなきゃいけない約束ですか。そんなもんがあるわけねえだろ。
Well, people give a lot, and a very lot, about that particular title.
幸か不幸か、ユミはその時すべての記憶を取り戻したんだ。
She's like, well, I remember now. Horrible things happened. Well, shit.
ユミとハルカを、ジング、なんて野郎だ。
Yeah, that's pretty damn scummy of him.
俺はセラを説得し、ユミとハルカを神宮の目から欺く工作をした。
そのための水木やアレス。
ああ。俺と
But
セ
you
ラ
didn't
は
smart
ハル
move,
カを
though.
ひまわりに入れ、ユミを水木へと変身させた。任弁し、偽造屋を雇いユミの顔を変え、架空の戸籍や記録を作り上げてな。
でもおやさん、なんでユミは登場界の100億を盗んだんですか。
Oh, yeah.
あれは登場界の金じゃない。
Actually, good question. Why the fuck was he
神宮
there?
は100億だったんだ。
Okay,
風間さん、
only
島の国の連中
by
がここをやば
working
いで
like
す。
this.
島の目、無茶しやがる。
I mean, you know, the Nazis were not just obsessed with gold, they were quite literally obsessed with many things. Anything that could be made into money. Power. Everything of the good things. Yes. Because that's how the system works. You need power. One form of power is
お
money.
じさん、
Such? Well, gold is pretty good.
じいさん、
Also, they went really, really far when it comes to that. Let's save that game. And then we're going to save and escape. No, that's, yeah. There are many, many legends of Nazi gold and Nazi treasures. And so far, nobody has actually found anything. World War 3, we all invite the Swift to steal all the gold that it reached. There actually was, yeah, there was Nazi free gold. Ah, that's been such, it's been such a overused cliche that you kind of forget the individual movies. I remember, yeah. The fucking Nazi gold. Ah, why is it always the fucking Nazi gold? But yes, let's all invade Swiss. Actually, next time I play Hoi, I will plan to invade Swiss because fuck Swiss, they have all the gold now. And I want all the gold now. Did this guy really bring a fucking... Not even. Yep. It's ringing rather pleasantly in my ears. Ah, shit. I can't really focus on reading when I'm doing this. Okay, could you give me a second to actually focus on something? I kinda forget that last kick is really a bit slow. Just because I can. They gave it Nazi gold to a Nazi. I mean, I guess for him personally, it probably wasn't much, you know. Many were considered Nazis, but it doesn't mean that they had any real connection to the party. But you do tend to have a Nazi in every bloody fucking village, basically. You really wanted to talk about it just such. But was like, yeah, that doesn't happen. Stop doing that. You annoy me. They have actually a lot of health guns there. Oops, I damaged that one. I mean, yes, you really wouldn't want to talk about this in an interview. Somebody is going to listen to this and interpret it in the very worst way, isn't it? So everyone's gonna hate me because I'm gonna pause it that part of the long history. Because I'm gonna sit like, and let me take a second of your time, more like an hour, and tell you about the actual history of this particular nonsense. Yeah, I should actually heal. Shouldn't I? Since I brought all of these nice things. Who knows? I don't think a movement like the Nazis themselves is going to come around in that form any longer. I find that very hard to imagine happening. There's actually a fucking guy with a gun back there. You know, Kiri, you can actually turn around and face your enemy. Not a shame. One Avengers of former Nazis is we know exactly what they all did. They documented it impeccably. He's innocent, then he clearly is. Pretty much, yeah. We did keep, you know, in very German fashion, books about it. Heck, every last fucking golden teeth that we took from the fucking Jews is documented and categorized. Of course. To be fair, a lot has been lost because, well, warfare is not really good for your bureaucracy. For some mystical reason, a lot of things get just disappeared. But there is always a certain amount of doubt in that whole matter. But if we do find somebody's name, we can pretty much tell you age, name, what he did, when he did it, what rank he held. Drop it. Are you throwing hand grenades on the boat? Yes, you are throwing hand grenades on my fucking boat. Very nice of you. I mean, the trial is over. It is all that is left, honestly. That was a good lesson in history to remember how the Nazis rose, how they came to be, and make sure that that does not happen again. A very important lesson, that one, actually. Actually, I wasn't even worried. I was actually just trying to do two things at once. Kinda hindered me there, but meh. Well, lots of people that still hate me, probably. Oh, ho, 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 indeed. Yo, again. Well, that's what you claim, at least.
お前らといい、錦山といい、お前、脇が甘いわ。ガキは
I don't think so.
お前らはここでしまいやけどな。
I have some high hopes about this guy here.
なんや。
おめえさんも相当脇が甘いぜ。
ああ。なんや。親父。
遅えぞ柏木。
Well, that went well.
もうすぐクリスマスですしね。屈強なプレゼントをお持ちしました。
I mean, they tried that, it's just that I have a lot of health, and I can even stand up after getting cut a few times.
ずいぶん苦労したみてえだな。
Not really.
柏
Oh
木さん
well.
こそ。なんや。風間組はやる気みたいやな。
Actually, isn't it the Shimano family that wants to fight?
ふらしたるわ。
Nah, no problem. Anna Harish. Need to take care of the wife. Shit. I actually didn't want to drag the big one towards me immediately. Actually, what's that move that I have here? Oh yeah, that one. I do like this one though. Pretty sure I avoided that one, but apparently I didn't. What a messy situation. Hey, a lot of characters around. I'm so curious enemies would stab each other as they work together. But yeah, that is true. There's no anti... I'm certain she would pick up some wood, but it's not gonna happen. Oh, so much for the hopes and dreams, I suppose. Not get hit by that asshole. Please not until I've not dealt with a lot of the smaller big people. Okay, I think I've cleaned house basically relatively well at this point. No, you don't. I don't like to get hit by a fucking sword for no good reason. Yep, hurts precisely as much as I would expect. Ryuji would kill a lot of them with machine gun arm. That sounds practical, actually. Why doesn't Kiryu have a fucking machine gun arm? Also, that really sucks if you look over to the side while you're doing this. Okay. Jesus Christ, he does hurt like a bitch, doesn't he? Can I actually Tiger drop your... Yes, I can. I don't think it works. And getting hit by that is actually rather painful. Come on. There, a hit. Oh, I broke his sword, eh? Hey, I remember that move from you. I remember that move. Doesn't mean that I like it. There, in the face. Just let me give you a nice little beating. Come over here. Yeah. You be fair. The Roman system was rubbish. It was rubbish. How the fuck did the Romans think that was a good system to fucking number
これま
things?
でだ島野
I have to give that much to the Arabs. They had the superior number system for once. Well, that went surprisingly well. Those Arabs make some fine numbers. They do indeed make some fucking fine numbers. Well, that went surprisingly stupid. Well, he's dead.
風間さん
カズマ
おやす
はるかは無事だぜ
Well,
風間のおじさん
he took that like a champ.
100億の話を
寺田さん救急車分かってる
カズマ
Truly like a champ.
金を盗んだのはユミと俺と世良なんだ100億は神宮の金だ奴は登場会を使って闇の金を洗ってた
マネーロンダリング
そうだ
He found a nice giant washing machine apparently.
ためにその100億をそしてユミはその計画に志願したんだ
ユミか
アレスに急げカズマユミが危ね
アレスアレスにユミか
えそうだ
Okay, can do.
それから
これは
三代目の遺言状だ終わったなええ、ありがとうございます本当にこれでよかったのか神宮と手を切るには奴が裏で溜め込んだ100億を取り上げて失脚させるしかありませんからそうかでもこのままじゃお前も危なくなるぞいっそしばらく身を隠した方がいいおい確かに島根や錦山あたりは後目狙って動き出すでしょう、だが俺は登場界の三代目逃げも隠れもするつもりはありませんお前もしもの時のために遺言を預かっちゃもらえませんか登場界の未来がそこにある
はい
カズマ俺はお前に謝らなきゃならないことがある
Go ahead. You're pretty much bloodied enough.
カズマお前の親殺したのは俺なんだひまわりは俺が親殺した子供のための施設
Well, that's a motivation to make
いいんだ
creative kid
いい
orphanage.
んだおやさん俺にとっちゃおやさんが本当の親父でした
Yes, but let never get, you know, good facts get in the way of a nice narrative or something like this. Everyone's going to freak out when they learn sunshine comes from space. It's like, wow, are you serious about that?
だってさ
無事だったか芝浦のこと
ああ
Pretty big mess.
これからどうするんだ
アレスに向かう
何それよりもだ先に
なんだと
まあいろいろ必要なものがあるんじゃないかと思ってな必要なものがあったらさ
分かった感謝
あ
The Stardust, that sounds like a place to save, because I've already once again overstayed my welcome quite a bit, actually. What on Shimano? Kirjan, head you and do your boys in the Shimano. Yeah, if you think that's an issue, it ain't. Shimano's fights were his own. And if I avenged him, fact is, he lost to ya. And me killing you does nothing. It's business as usual for me. But my end, yeah. Be ready, Kirjan. That's all. You know the sun is in Space City. We aren't backwards ass nations who still think birds are real. Yes, birds are just a government psyops. We all knew it all along. They are actually just little spy drones. That is the truth. The honest to God truth. Good thing is, Majima just sent me a message from over there, because I can see that he's over there. Now, let's go to Stardust and see if we can save there, because I would very much like to save. Yeah, those last 2 days in a week are going to be long days indeed. But hey, does that matter? The answer is very little. Hello, it's me again.
最後まで世話になっちまってすまないな。
そんなことはいいですから。 何か
So
と
many
必要
nice
だと思
people.
って。これ、ホスト仲間からの気持ちです。
Nice. They got me the one gift I really wanted. More money.
すまないな。
I mean, to be fair, it's the only thing that's usual. Last chance for retime. This is your last chance for retime before the final showdown. I just recommended you create safe data here just in case. You know. Different by me, actually, that sentence, because that you know at the end is pretty fitting. Because Kazuki, when you're ready to begin and select not yet if you would prefer to finish up other activities. Well, yeah, I'd assume that that means that we are now in a very nice position where we can get some shit done. The robots make COVID microchip Shint to turn on a wife into transgender lesbians in place of kids with Mexican immigrants sent by Obama. Or something like this. Oh, yes.
花よ、どうした？
河原の住人が掴んだ情報、どうやら元堂島組の連中が、
堂島組。
詳しい話はこっちに来たら話す。
Okay. Let's ignore the obvious Majima in the car and actually save the game. Oh yeah, I forgot, there's no telephone down here any longer. Ah. Majima, you're cheating. You're quite literally cheating. God damn it, I forgot how much fucking range he has with that fucking thing. You do kind of forget just how much range that thing has. God fucking damn it, Majima. Stop being an asshole about it. I really hate the fact that he has so much bloody rage on me. With that thing. Look at the Mexican kids will be communism to a nation. Ah, communism, not communism. Just trade China over communism. I don't want communism to come back suddenly. It's really hard to get that off. Not communism. But I just healed bloody freaking China from communism. China is a communist scientist. Yeah, not in my world, don't worry, I took care of that particular problem. The only way possible, by beating communist China. Let's actually make use of the, what is that actually? An Italian necklace, I should probably sell that at some point. Shut up. Majima. Communism. Then we will be ruled by the fascist elite, remember the Nazis were socialists too. It's in the name. They are the National Socialists, don't you know it? Come on, little Majima. really fucking annoying to defend against it, especially if I'm in the corner. Normally I'm the one who corners him and not the other way around. It really is not a style that is very compatible with my usual. I think North Korea is a dictatorship. Yes, I know. North Korea is actually a very nice place to live at. Okay, not a dictatorship. 2 more in the face. Yes. All of those nice countries are very much nice democracies to live in. It's just that we have been lied to all along. China is your French. North Korea is your French. Don't believe me? Well. Majima. Really get annoyed by his moves. Ouch, you do know that hurts, you know, Majima? Yeah, just wanted to go over and save. That's what I get for my trouble. Better. A lot better. Yeah, surprise attack. God, annoy me with that, Majima. We've been through this a lot. That's really pretty cheap. Yeah, the Republic doesn't mean democracy. It means you have a ruling class. We should not maybe watching this later. Actually, communism isn't authoritarian. It is authoritarian. It's probably not actually communism. Yeah, I would it. Basically, the country of North Korea is democratic. Should actually take something that heals me, shouldn't I? Not just something that ups my heat. Yes, I'm an idiot. Yes, I misclicked. Go to a monarchy. Dragon binding. Get more free shit. Thanks, Bob. Let's ignore the obvious clown in the room because, well, we're quite literally dead. So, give me something to eat. I feel like my health is still not where I want it to be. Badam, give me some food. Hello, old man, give me food. That plus that plus that plus that. The point is, most of the people living under those systems are pretty much not in a good position. I'd much rather live around here. Still beats the alternative in most cases. But I really don't like the idea of having it such an obvious overload. So I'd say the nice little, you know, proletariat is probably going to have a problem if some people are like, we're going to build a nice little, you know, parliament now. At some point that would probably go to end up rather horrible. Save the game. Save the game. Ah, now then. We've done this. Yes, and you will always have some class difference. Oh well, if you don't have it at the beginning, it will come along after a while. That's precisely what has happened pretty much whenever humans have decided to, you know, stop doing it. Actually, it was interesting to see you people interact from one side to the other. Hey, the fact that it actually works is rather neat. Although technically speaking, you can choose your side, I would like to point out. Indeed. And since some systems, especially systems in the communism sector, seem to be rather prone to spouts of instability, they will be misused, they will be bled around, they will be turned into a trouble dictatorship. Has happened pretty much all the time. Maybe you would have to actually find a new system and a new way to implement it in order to find actually a solution. Maybe it's time we start actually thinking about new terminology and new systems to use instead of the old ones, and try again to implement the same ones. Maybe we can take some ideas from them and then go off that, create something better. But hey, I'm not nearly smart enough to get all of that fucking nonsense under one head and actually deal with it. Ah yes, Switzerland, a very nice little country that has done pretty much everything to appease everyone. It's like, yes, on one hand they're like, okay, let's very nicely, when the Nazis ask us friendly, give them some Jews. If the Jews ask us to hide here, we're gonna say no. The Nazis ask for some more weapons, we'll give them that because we don't want to get fucked. And if the Allies then come along, we'll be like, no, we never were involved in this, we're peaceful. Precisely. We can implement all of the old systems over and over again, and we can say like, yes, this time we did it. A few years later, you will see it burn. This will happen over and over and over again. So people finally understand that all of these systems have a massive amount of flaws. And I don't say that, parliamentary democracy like we have it nowadays is flawless. No, far from it. It still stands to reason that it is the best system because it gives the individual at least somewhat more freedom than most of the others will. Especially once they get worse, which usually happens after a few years. All things considered, I'll stay with this for the moment. But yes, much as I hate to interrupt such a lively discussion, actually I do hate it because now that I actually have finished my play part of time, I would actually feel very much like getting into that. I do have still 2 very long days ahead. Which means, well, if you want to have a nice little long discussion like this, you can, you can keep it inside and get more of it going on Saturday, because then I actually can let it run for far longer. Or B, you can go to the Discord and, just talk with each other. And go like, yes, we have a debate here. I mean, I could probably just let it run here, let you run your course, but the problem is then that stream would probably end up being like 8 hours long. It's just kind of not worth. Yes, and it sounds just as utopian as it sounded the first time people thought about it. And as most utopian ideas, it worked out not so well. Because humans are not nearly close enough to that sort of perfect thinking. They will misuse the system given to them. Even if it treats them fairly, they will want more. The greed will destroy it. Bam, politics. Ooh. But yeah, at least 2 very heated people. And what has the YouTube side to say about this? Well, the YouTube side talks about the Swiss. Makes it a lot more compromising. I like it. Little crazy dread. What a nice person, isn't he? Everybody else get heated over communism. me this way. Actually, it's a nice relaxing background rain. We are indeed rather unpredictable, especially if we had enough numbers. And because as soon as you have, well, at least 10 people in one room, you will find disagreement. As soon as the smallest disagreement starts, oh boy, can things get loud quickly. And just the whole problem. Oh well, it's part of the larger problem actually. Actually, this might be a good opportunity. Why cut it off, like a beach, I shall actually take care of my little pipe, because I still have one that needs cleaning. Isn't that a good opportunity to do that? First allows me to plan a bit ahead, because I think we're pretty much close to the end, so there will be one more Yakuza 1 stream, probably doing the side quests, and depending on how long those take. We'll do the finale in 1 or in 2. Which I do know that at least a little crazy Brad is very much interested in seeing. Also, of course, I can probably announce this already, there will be even more into the future, more Yakuza content. Just, you know, to point it out. A rather obvious fact, I know. Because this little series has really grown on me. I don't even know what made it so endearing, but it did. Yes. Yep. There's no nepotism here. It's just natural selection. Would you ever claim that people higher would do something for themselves and those close to them? This, of course not. They will be neutral. They will totally not act in a matter that they think is befitting to their people. It will help them along. Nope. Nope. Can't take the poor little crones out of the United States of America. Wouldn't be the little American anymore. I mean, they could come to Germany. That'd be sweet. Make it a hell of a lot easier to actually play with him. Because we wouldn't have any fucking time difference any longer. Now that I think about it. There it is indeed. Yeah, that little fucking thing right there in the back. It's about to come out. I mean, technically speaking, as long as he can speak English, couldn't he move potentially towards the UK? I mean, they will at least understand him and he doesn't need to learn a completely new language. Just basically a bit of a, well, dialect. I don't think the UK is that, well, on the monetary side of things, though. I'm pretty sure they're still rather pricey. Clean the little pipes, clean the little pipes. Ba-ba-bam. True enough, actually. Actually, now that I think about it, there's a rather nice military base around here, Rammstein, if you might remember. They're still pretty much just talking English around there, so actually it's not even one of the more pricey parts of Germany, technically speaking. Bit inconvenient because there isn't that much directly around, but somebody coming from the US of A who is well used to the very much longer distances should really find it not a problem at all. Most of family. She cannot work. Smart, she goes to Scotland. He will return back into a EU member state. I'll be watching that one with interest. Because, you know, Scotland might talk the talk, but if they're actually going to walk the walk. Indeed. There's the American base around here. Of Rammstein. Pretty sure that is still around, because I'm pretty sure the Americans never closed that one down. Actually, I will fucking look this up and I will really be fucking surprised if they closed that one up. Let's see. Are you still around, little Rammstein? Rammstein Air Base. Yep. United States Air Force and the subquartier United States Air Forces in Europe, Air Force Africa, and das headquarters der Allied Air Command Rammstein. Oh, yep. Still pretty good. Actually, pretty nice area. That's really, according to pictures, at least grown. Also, there's the fact that it's no reason for pushing for another referendum. It's more likely, you think. As I said, I'll be surprised. Because until now, what Scotland has done is what basically Scotland, Wales, and all the others have done multiple times in history. They have screamed, they have bitched, and in the end, they followed the lead of the Brits as a whole and go like, well, this be the Union. Actually, I wonder, they're fucking, are there really still 20 fucking military bases of the US in fucking Germany? That's actually impressive. I thought we kind of had less at this point. Interesting, interesting. Yeah, I didn't even know that. Let's see here. Here we have them. Well, they're all in fucking southern Germany. That's basically Bavaria. That's bit northern. Then we have those, which are basically close to France, actually. Interesting. There we have Mannheim. There we have Rammstein. There we have Stuttgart. Interesting. Which country would risk a war? Well, a war against the United States. Nobody would risk a war against the United States. Not even part of them. Because that is kind of suicidal at this part. Which does make a rather comfy position for them. No. Where is my... Let me finish this up. Which should grant you a whooping 5 more minutes of time until I'm finally descending to my bed. Blip. Well, that is a rather interesting discussion. To be fair. Argument. physically collected to appear train. I mean, normally, and that is how it was actually supposed to be, since the legal system should be completely free from any intervention from any other of the major power holders, like legislation, it should actually be that hard to get somebody to, you know, appear for trial. Technically, that should be the easiest part, where just the judicative powers have to decide, yes, you need to appear, and then the executive powers should be, well, by law, required to actually do that. But well, ideal situations and practicality are not always the same. Because otherwise the system would actually be pretty damn good. I mean, it's situations where people become untouchable is precisely the reason why we actually originally started splitting up the powers. Didn't we now? Making them all individual. Basically now. Get a situation where we can actually answer the question of who watches the watchers. Namely, another guard dog right smack dab behind them. Everybody is watching everybody else's hands. Then potentially we should have a relatively fair system. Well, yeah. But that too is rather utopian by nature, to be fair. Nein. We'll just finish up the beep. The beep needs to be finished for tomorrow because, well, if I have a long day, I at least want to have not to worry about the big clean. That's a fucking pain in the ass to do. Especially if you're having to do it between, you know, customer nonsense. Please use chemical weapons on civilians. Torture US citizens with duration prisons. Getting into a difficulty of improving scraps. Well, that too. I mean, if you want a system that goes off the idea that you are innocent until proven guilty, then, well, yes. Sadly, of course, as I said, no system is perfect, and of course that system too is very much prone to being misused. Many cases of that. Historically speaking alone, and modern day politics, I'm pretty sure there are very, very few politicians that do not have yeah, that's actually one of the major problems of modern democracies is that most of the powers that are technically speaking separated by law from each other and should be watching each other are a lot closer once again than they should be. Sure, we don't have one person who rules over all of them and can use them freely. Basically, you know, like the dictators. So dictators basically all three of them combined, because he can make the laws, he can judge those laws, or with those laws, and he can imprison people by using the executive forces of the military and the police to do just that. But still, they have grown rather comfortable with each other, and that is actually not really how it is supposed to be. But alas. Die Roman Franz Nolitime malum set time herora. Well, now I would like you to specify me now which Rome you were talking about. Are we talking about the whole Rome, Eastern Rome, Western Rome? Quite a few Romes. Or are we talking about the successor Romes? THRE. No, no. Fucking finally done here. Can you get proper representation commercial? 8 with a power of 1 million is the same number of senators as a state with a population of 5 million. I assume that was originally intended to be fair, because otherwise the individual states wouldn't feel rightfully represented, I'm assuming. So you kind of had to make a bit of a cut there and go like, okay, we're gonna give you the same amount. I guess that would be along the original ideas, I suppose. Fresh and clean it. No. It is fair because, well, you have to consider each and every state as an individual, well, state, which would then mean that they all wanted the same amount of representation, of course. And in order to get all of those people to agree to actually be, you know, in the union of states, you would have to give them, you know, all an equal bit of the power. Otherwise, they would probably not agree. But so I imagine it is gonna like, hell, not gonna join in this fucking union of yours, because we don't want to get fucked by you. Now then, I have done my pipes, and well, as I said, this shall be it for the moment, and well, I shall advise you, two little lovely people, that you can continue this conversation. Well, technically speaking, the little Kronos could actually start streaming if he wanted to, and then the little strategy member could go over there and they could continue their little conversation. Because as much as I, you know, hate to be the party pooper, I need to go to bed, because I have to get up at actually 4:30 tomorrow, and that is, you know, a bit too early for any long-lasting goodbyes. Well, see, little strategy member, now you have someone you can go to, and nice and easily, and continue this. Oh yeah, I forgot actually, shit. I would have liked to join, but honestly, I just wish you very much luck that you get some more progress, and I'll hopefully will be able to actually enjoy one of your streams once in a while again. Kind of really depends on a bit of luck, honestly. This week, probably not so much. Next week, depends. If my dearest of partners has solved his family crisis, which is that the wife has fallen ill, things might be a bit more relaxed again, and I can actually get some good argumentation going for some extra free time. Then I could actually watch you, which I would rather enjoy, to be fair. But yes, good way of it. What do you think I was kidding? We'll try. Now, let's say take this. One day we will make, like, you know, 1 million monies, and then we'll just, you know, buy a nice studio somewhere, basically. But we can, you know, live and eat and play games whenever we desire. No, it's actually doesn't sound like that's a bad idea. Yes, I shall bid you adieu most profoundly. Have a good one in all of that, and well, let me see. The list of suspects for today is well, actually easily countable, but I do have to consider the right side. On the left side of this particular ring, we have little Kronos dropping by, being the first, and playing for the whole time, which is very much appreciated, of course. Also, he has started a rather nice debate here, which I do kind of enjoy reading, just as, you know, just from entertainment points, actually, because that does kind of make it interesting. Next, of course, we have the strategy Mumber, also a well-known face here, getting smack dab into that same debate. Well, you know, if you need more talkings, I think you're actually both on the Discord thing. I'm pretty sure you are, so, you know, you can contact each other if you want to continue this outside the ring. Just going to point it out, it is an option. And on the right side of the ring, we have, well, the most definitively also well-known person, which is a little Crazy Red, an old fan of the Yakuza games. And I think that's everyone. As for the rest, the lurking kind, do feel appreciated too. Pat yourself on the shoulder for a job well done indeed, and, well, I shall be back tomorrow. As I said, for tomorrow is another short stream. On Friday we'll have more Neverwinter Nights, and there's a bit more time planned for that. Then comes Saturday. Saturday is going to be interesting this time, because I actually don't know how the work schedule will be. So I'll see about that. Yeah, get some sleep, mi amigo. Well, yeah, thank you very much, my friend. I shall do precisely that. Otherwise, things are going to get terrible. But yeah, you go, grab your shower, have some good time after this, and well, I very much hope you have some good progress today with Grim Fandango, because, well, there are some things where you really have to think outside the box in a very special way. But yeah, let's hope that you don't get stuck. I shall wish you well in my dreams. With that, once again,